Well, GM, G,
To the
M. Great morning, my friends, DJs, Diamond Ham fam, Forging Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back. And welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forging Fuel, baby. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, if you don't know, you won't know, but it is a magnificent Monday morning, November the 25th, 2024, and I hope you're ready to wake up like never before. Because, my friends, it's the last week of November. We have absolutely been burning through this year, and we got to bring the vibes. We got to get you into the last month, and we got to get ready to rock and roll for the final 31 days and then bust into 2025 with more energy, turning more obstacles into opportunities, and being better super soldiers than we ever thought possible before. But in order to do that, we must start this show. We must catch a flow. And my friends, I hope you're ready for that, Because boy, oh boy, we got more motivation, more inspiration, and more good vibrations rolling your way over the next hour and a half or so than you're going to know what to do with. So grab out those notebooks, grab out those pens or pencils, and we'll remind you of some things as we go along. But before we dive deep, before we get into it, before we get this proverbial show train steaming on down the tracks of change, we must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe if you haven't already and you could take a quick moment to, maybe you could smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently adjusting the Forge of Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over yonder as well, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. Or also, if you're enjoying the show, maybe you could hit that little like button over yonder as well. Who's to say, who's to know? If you're watching over there on Rumble, have yourself a big old heart if you haven't already, and maybe go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit a like button over there too. And if you're watching on X, if that's your platform of choosing, hit a like button over there, hit a quote post, hit a repost. Hell, let the people know on the X timeline while you're tuned in live in prime time here to Forge and Fuel this morning. And also,
If you're listening to this show on your favorite podcast directory, like Apple, Amazon, or maybe even Spotify, maybe you could take a quick moment to give us a follow or leave a 5-star rating, or maybe just smash the hell out of whatever button you see on your screen, as it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all of those platforms.
as for all of you beautiful humming beings that have already smashed the hell out of all those buttons, shout out to each and every one of you helping us get that algo going and flowing this morning. But maybe you haven't. Maybe you're still thinking about it. So let me tell you this. Maybe this show makes you laugh. Maybe this show makes you cry. Maybe this show makes you think. Maybe it makes you go, I never thought of it that way before. Well, if it does, don't be a hoe, share the show, be a friend, tell a friend, and let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's flow.
Don't be rude.
That's right, my friends, don't be rude, as 45 and 47 loves to say every single morning, baby. And that also would mean that our Mr. Producer is here live in primetime. Derek DZ Snow, DEEZYY. Shout out to Mr. Producer, me and him coming off of an electric weekend of traveling. Boy, oh boy, were we up, down, left, right, and center. We put the rubber to the road. Me and Deez made some memories that only me and Deez can. But yeah, you better believe it. But my friends, DZ isn't the only one here. And I'm not the only one here either. We're not the only two in this here program. There's another man that we haven't heard from in a few days, that we haven't got to share some vibes with in a couple of moons. So without further ado, please welcome in the co-host of this fine morning program, who is also the owner of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. The lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will.
What?
He doubles as a professional DJ, coming off of a banger Friday set on GAC Radio Live. And chances are, if you ever find yourself in a club where he's got a couple of records on the decks and he's spinning them back and forth, you're gonna be on the dance floor, moving and grooving and saying, how the hell am I gyrating like this? Making him a human iPod.
What?
He is a purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
A curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
A crackerjack consultant.
What?
A bookworm.
What?
A jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Well, who knows for how much longer. Rolex rocking.
What?
Jesus peace dangling.
What?
President of St. Louis, Missouri.
What?
Also, who knows for how much longer.
What?
The man, the myth, the legend.
What?
The one, the only.
What?
With an emphasis on the one.
What?
Please welcome into episode 617, DJ Swirl One.
What? I made it. Oh, man. Doesn't that feel good the way you intro? Man, I love that. Hey, I appreciate the accolades. I appreciate all the what? Man, I'm awake.
What?
It's Monday. Madness.
What?
It's the last week of this whole entire month. Oh, my God. It's Thanksgiving for the USA, folks. Dude, there's so much going on. What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? Oh, okay. Let me put this down. Hey,
if you don't do Big Red, fuck you.
Facts, man. Facts. I agree. Hey, great to see everybody this morning. Shout out to Nick's Travel Vlogs. I saw you in there killing it. Shout out to Ted Logan. Hey, don't worry. I've been paying attention, man. I'm seeing the whole projection thing. I got you, man. You're catching me, dude. You're catching me. I'm telling you, it's just the way things are. Hey, do me a favor. Let's start out by making sure you get a sip of this.
Oh, yeah.
This morning in the green room, as soon as these guys saw me, I was going at it. Then, you know, if you got to and you need to, get some of this of the B, you know, just however you want. Just black is how I like it. So, you know, mine's black. That's the way it is. Oh, and I'm rocking the GACC Black Yeti too. So there's that. Oh, right here. Check this out. Oh, look, I'm first. This dude didn't even catch me. Oh, that worked out good. Hey, do me a favor right now. This is
Vietnam. Hold on. Hit me with it.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Ooh, it just doesn't feel the same without that. Go ahead.
Bro, it's funny because we do this a couple times. So in the back, I'm over here kind of going through what everybody says. And then I'm like, don't be rude, right at the right time, bro.
I was confusing myself for a minute. I was like, what the hell am I saying? Oh, wait, yeah, that's what I say. Here we go. It's like riding a bike.
Don't be rude. Hey, wherever you find yourself this week for Thanksgiving, we appreciate you being here. Hey, and while you're there, instead of talking about, hey, you should have bought Bitcoin a year ago. Hey, can you believe what happened to that other girl and that guy got elected? Oh, man. Why don't you just talk about, hey, you know what? There's this really cool show I've been listening to. It's been changing my mindset. It's Forge and Fuel. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's really good. Here, can you pass me that? Yeah. I'll pass that. He hands it over there. Gives this one over there. Hands that one to Cap. And you're like, hey, so what's this about? Oh, inspiration, motivation. These guys get you going in the morning. See what happens. You might spark some really cool conversations that are actually meaningful while you're having some turkey or ham or whatever the hell it is. So shout out to you guys for being here early this morning. I'm ready to rock. It is, man, what is it? November 25th. You've got just till Saturday, right? When's the first? Just till Saturday. That's it. Hey, if you want to start a workout, you got 6 days to get yourself in the gym. Go ahead and do it. I dare you. You won't.
Who's to say? Who's to know? Hey, man. Yeah, I had a bunch of high-level conversations over this past weekend. Let me tell you something. I mean, I got me Jordan Peterson's brand new book, We Who Wrestle with God. Already read through the forward last night. I'm super I'm pumped about this.
That's a brick of a book I can see.
Look at that, dude. This thing is thicker than the 12 Rules for Life. It's going to take me a little bit.
That's a serious little read right there.
It's serious shit, and I'm real excited about it. The forward got me juiced. So who's to know? And maybe, just maybe, I might be shaking hands with Dr. Peterson here in a couple of months. Who's to say? Who's to know? Pretty fucking excited about that. We'll talk about that as the weeks roll on. Things happen. Who's to say? Who's to know? Looking forward to that. But man, I wouldn't allow that drama, that negativity. We're not a traditional family. We really don't, do things by the book and shit. We had chicken and Italian beef, roast beef, and some sandwiches. And, we just all sat around and had a good time. There was no drama and no bullshit. And, a lot of people were asking about the show. We talked about the show. Of course, I was rocking some merch and, who's to know who's tuned in this morning. So big love to all my fam. Big love to everybody. I see you. Hey, you must have missed us, huh? Yeah, did y'all miss us? What, 253 and showing up right off the rip? What's going on?
I shouted out your fam if you were paying attention on, was it GAC Spaces? I was trying to talk to old Jonesy. I was saying hi to Jonesy because I thought you might be listening in the space. I was saying things, so it's kind of funny. I'm glad he didn't listen. It sounds like because I was Josh and having a little fun, but I was saying hi to your fam while I was doing that. So dope. Just trying to send out that love. Also too, I kind of had. How do I say? I kind of had a little bit of a Thanksgiving. Motion called me yesterday. He's like, hey, killing bugs, tacos. What do you want to do? And I'm like, hey, I'm down for all of the above. So he shows up and we went and had some tacos and I got to pick the spot because he usually picks the spot, which don't get me wrong. It's great. It's traditional. It's amazing. But the energy in there is just very. So I couldn't have that yesterday. I was like, you know what? Why don't we go to this other spot? Because I know their tequila is on point and they rock a serious margarita, right? So we show up. I don't think Motion was ready for what was about to happen. So we walk into this spot, and let me tell you, they have a guy in the corner, and he is strumming, and there's a guy on that right. There's a guy over there hitting the drum, and I mean, it's just going out. And there's people dancing in this little place, and everybody's got their cameras out. And he walks in, he looks left, right, looks right. He goes, "I'm here for it." People are just walking around with shots on their, I mean, free ones. People are literally. We walk it in, and he's like, "It's tequila time. It's tequila time. It's tequila time," is what he was saying. And dude, the guy that come to service, he's like, "Hey, Matos, how you doing? Hey, can I get you some tequila? Oh, yeah, tequila. Ah, yes." And I'm telling you, he had to have 10. There was a lady that I guarantee her whole job was just to go back to this little stand, fill the little shot glasses full of tequila again, and then walk around and just hand them out for free. This place was a riot, let me tell you. And it was a badass Thanksgiving. Shout out to Motion. Hope you had a good time. But I tell you guys, I know some spots, and when I need some energy, I'll take you there.
And that's the year we learned of Mexican Thanksgiving. Who's to say, who's to know?
Thank you
Pretty
very
bad.
much. That's
Time,
really
bro.
nice.
It's
Thank
tequila
you.
time.
Hey, it's tequila time. Tequila time. Who's to say, who's to know? Little partial Christmas story reference. The year we learned of Chinese turkey. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Buddy, let me tell you, that's the best. Hey, if you know anything about the Christmas story, which
he's smiling.
based out of Cleveland, which I have been to more than once.
I watch every year 24 hours. That's my shit.
I'm just telling you right now. Here, I'm trying to get my Fortune Fuel going right here. It is absolutely one of the best. Wait, wrong one. Gak. Okay, there it goes. It is one of the best shows ever in life. And if you go to the actual, I think they sold, but I think it's still open. They sold the house, but you can still go there. Dude, the turkey is on the table. Everything is there. So it's badass. You got to check it out. And you can get yourself a bunny suit or maybe a leg lamp like I got. Who's to say?
I got a leg lamp ornament. That's one of my faves of all time. A fragile. Must be Italian. Who's to say?
Yeah, it's good. I think it is. Hold on, I'm looking. Hold on.
Must be Italian.
What
is it? It could be a bowling alley. I love lamp.
Let's see if it's actually in here.
Motherfucker.
Sweet electric sex in our front window. Oh, electric sex, baby. Fuck yeah.
Bro, it's the real thing, bro. I'm not even playing.
That's the best. Where are we going to plug it in at?
Shout out Cleveland.
Oh, man, that's the
Get
best.
yourself a leg lamp.
I can't put down my arms.
I have a leg lamp upstairs, and it actually does turn on, and I do put it in my front window. Because
let me tell you what
else are you gonna do? It's an award. It's an award.
And we put hot damn it, I've won an award. I've won the prize. I tell you what, my old man, it's in the movie quote. My old man would literally, as soon as it came on TBS 24 hours, watch it around the clock, and he hooked me as a little kid. I got the DVD. This is my Christmas tradition. I sit in my living room floor. I order Chinese food, and I watch A Christmas Story on repeat 3 to 4 to 5 times while football's going on the other TV, and I eat Chinese food. I eat Chinese turkey, my friends. That is my Christmas tradition because of The Christmas Story. So if you don't know, you won't know. There you go. What?
That's outstanding. I love it.
That's my shit, man. I love doing that. However, we got to get to this show. I think we're just excited to be back. We're just excited to see each other. We ain't chopped it up for a few days.
We ain't chopped it up. You were busy driving when I hit you up the other day, and I was like, he's too busy.
It was hot. It was hot in the streets, and we were just nonstop. Oh man, it was fucking madness. But we made it safe. We're all good, live in prime time. And we got to start this show, even though the show's been started for 20 minutes now. We got to really start this show the only way we know how. A little laugh, a little funny, ha, regular old knee slapper, if you will. And this morning, I wanted to share with you a little something. See this fella here, comes from the backwoods where I come from, where we just came back from for an extended weekend away. And boy, oh boy, did this just resonate with my soul as I found it this week. And it was like the algorithms were speaking to me. So a little Monday morning motivation from a man fresh off of a championship few laps around the old dirt track back in the holler.
Coolest guy in the world, but once I pull out there on the track, I'm gonna throw my nuts over my shoulder, skinny pedal down, and I'm gonna let her eat like an Ethiopian orphan out there at the buffet line. I'll be throwing that left front wheel like an astronaut car coming around the damn corner, man. Let him know it ain't no bitch in my blood. We ain't leave the house, pawn all my granddad's guns, wore out my sister, and sell off all these pain bills to come in second.
I didn't pawn on my grandpa's gun.
I can be the coolest guy in the world, but once I pull out there on the track, I'm gonna throw my nuts over my shoulder, skinny pedal down, and I'm gonna let her eat like an Ethiopian orphan out there at the buffet line. I'll be toting that left front wheel like an astronaut fart coming around this damn corner, man. Let them know it ain't no bitch in my blood. We ain't leave the house, pawn all my granddad's guns, wore out my sister, and sell off all these pain bills to come in second.
We didn't pawn up all granddaddy's guns, whore out my sister, and all these pain pills to come in second. He says, I
Hey, no
cannot
bitch
throw
in
the track.
me.
Skinny pants down. I'm gonna
Bad
let it eat like an
dude.
Ethiopian up there at the buffet line.
Hey, I'm gonna hit that skinny pedal.
Oh shit!
That's my guy. That's my guy. That
all
right
right.
there is that's my spirit animal. That dude right there. That's how I feel right there. Every day I get out.
That's kind
Bro,
of what
we
I
didn't
was
get
presuming.
this far just to fucking come this far, damn it. Shit, I'm gonna let her eat. Let's go.
Little Monday, I'd be the coolest dude in the world. I get down the track, I'm gonna throw my nuts over the shoulder, skinny pedal down, let her eat like an Ethiopian at the buffet line. Oh shit!
How do you not like that? How can you not like that? That is hilarious to me.
That's a
That last
combination.
part, though, pawn the guns, whore out the sister, and take all these pain pills.
Sell all these pain pills to come in second.
Woo!
Woo! Shit! Oh, that's
And
a
that
good.
is a expensive
That's a good-
sport.
Oh,
Yeah. I like
boys,
that
they
guy.
take it
I
seriously.
like that guy. God,
I used to
he's
go to
awesome.
those. I used to go to those all the time because where I come from, they got those dirt tracks like that, like
Act
crazy.
like I don't know what that is, bro.
And then I know. And then in the middle, then they would have the demo derbies in between a couple of races. Oh,
Yeah, they come through and you just see them smash back
and that
up into
smell.
each other.
That fairground smell of all that
With
metal
the ethanol and all of that.
Oh, it's the fucking best.
Gas.
Oh,
You know what was cool? And I'm sidelining again. Sorry.
that's okay, dude. It's all right.
I'm back from wherever the hell I was this last week. I don't remember. I'm everywhere. So I was flying back, and I was for whatever reason they gave me, because I've been upgraded to a window seat up front. Hey, sir, here's your seat. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that. So I'm looking out the window as I'm coming in, and I look down, and there's all these lights going off, like a big, huge span of stuff going on. I'm like, where the hell is that? So I'm like trying to catch my bearings. It's at night. So I'm like trying to catch my bearings in the eyes and the sky. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, wait. So there's the arch. And if that's the arch and I'm going this way, that's the racetrack. The Worldwide Technology Racetrack was lit up like a Christmas tree. You could see the oval, all the stuff around it, the grandstands, the drag strip, all of it, all lit up like Christmas. It was badass. Shout out to those guys. Love racing community. That's just cool. I saw it from the air and it was spectacular. As a matter of fact, the people in the plane were trying to figure out what it was. And I knew.
Is that a new name? Worldwide Technology?
Yes,
Is it all?
it used to
That's
be
what
called. Shit, I don't remember what
because I was like,
Gateway.
what the fuck is that?
Gateway. It used to be called Gateway Raceway.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard of this racetrack.
Yeah, they bought it like 2-3 years ago since I've been here.
That's dope. That's really dope, dude. I tell you what, there's nothing like some races. It's just races or a NASCAR or drags. Go to the drags, just whoa, 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 shaking the ground if you can get down there. Just I'm an adrenaline junkie. Who's to say? Who's to know? I am a Need for Speed head. If it ain't a star, it ain't a car though. So yeah, we'll just get that baseline out there.
tell me about none of your bullshit forts. Okay. All right. So there's your morning laugh. There's our talks about some cars. I mean, we just been talking about doggone everything this morning. Where we been? Tacos, tequila. I mean, hey, tequila little time. Who's to say, who's to know? But here we are now, my friends. And you might say, where are we about to go? Well, I don't know. I thought you knew. So do you know where we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's called
What do we do? Oh,
Motivation Minutes. Oh, wait, that's not.
Wait.
Hold on.
What the hell do we do? I don't even remember what we do on this show. It's been so long since we.
All I know is
that's right.
If I go like this, then DZ does something.
It's something about, filing the
Right.
edges and something about a sword, obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that's right. Hey, it's time for your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends. Just had to keep you guessing, make you wonder if we actually know what we're doing around here from time to time. But it's time for your first segment of the day, your sharpening session, here on episode 617. And I need one more sippy sip of water because I enjoyed some vitamins pre-show. And I'm dealing with a little cotton mouth. Sometimes it just...
Yeah, I know
you're like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fuck! So I'm just been chugging the old water down over here, so no problem. We're all good. Just lick the lips a little extra, and we just keep steaming on through. So, my friends, this morning, your sharpening session, I want to talk about a little something. If you didn't read the title of the show, this is our opening topic of the day. Let me be the first to get you up to date, baby. We're discussing the FAFO Theory. FAFO. The FAFO Theory. And if you are a boomer who maybe doesn't scroll the interwebs on a regular basis, or maybe you're just an older generation who doesn't know some acronyms that these kids in their rap music are using these days. Get off my lawn! I'm just joking with you. Relax. FAFO, F-A-F-O, stands for fuck around and find out. That's right, my friends. This morning we are talking about the fuck around and find out theory. See, over the weekend, I don't know if any of you guys saw this, but I posted out one of my morning posts, and I know a lot of you guys saw it, but maybe some of you didn't. I do, in fact, fuck around and find out. I learn all my lessons the hard way. And it just resonated so much with me, and it seemed like it resonated with so many other people that I just wanted to kind of dive down the rabbit hole and talk about a few things that some conversations I had this weekend with a couple of my family members. And, I truly have my entire life, as I've just sat back and look at it, I've always just fucked around and found out. And I would imagine if each and every one of you tuning in this morning, especially if you're tuning in to Forge and Fuel, you too have probably fucked around and found out from time to time. But that's what makes life fun, right? That's what allows us to learn those lessons. That's what allows us to keep us going down that path. Fucking around and finding out is taking the leap of faith. Now, sometimes you're going to stand on that canyon's edge and you're going to take the leap of faith and you're going to splat right on the bottom. All the juices are going to shoot right out of you. You're fucking done, caked on the floor of the canyon. What do you do when that happens? Are you willing to fuck around and find out again? You knew you were probably going to splat. You didn't have any parts to the airplane. You hadn't even read a book on how to build an airplane, let alone fly a chicken sucker. But you still decided to jump off the canyon's edge and try and fly anyway. You had no parachute. You had no safety nets. You knew the inevitable was possible, but maybe you look and that wasn't the canyon's bottom. Maybe you only fell a little bit, and maybe it's not one big fall, but a series of falls. Maybe the leap of faith is not one giant leap, but a series of consistent leaps, a series of fucking around and finding out. And now, maybe you just decide to jump again. Maybe you get back to the top of that canyon, or you hit a ledge, however you want to view it, and you decide to jump again. Well, maybe this time you found a propeller and a wing and a rotor to that plane.
Maybe you found the book on building the best plane ever. Maybe it was gifted to you. Maybe you met the person who was the pilot of the plane that you want to build. Who's to say, who's to know? Maybe that doesn't happen on the first fall, but maybe it happens on the third and the fourth and the fifth. But you know how you never find out is if you don't keep fucking around. And yeah, you're going to feel crazy. And that's why I wanted to bring this thought, this FAFO that everybody's been using on the internet about, you know, people messing up or doing stuff. He for sure fucked around and found out. Why don't you? Why don't you in your life? Why don't you, when you get to that obstacle, fuck around and find out if it's an opportunity? Why don't, when you get to that trial or tribulation, fuck around and find out if you can turn it into a triumph? Why don't, when you get to that moment that you believe you're gonna fail, you don't fuck around and find out if you can turn it into a chance to flourish? Fuck around and find out. Because I'll tell you something. I had a conversation with my cousin this weekend. Shout out J-Dog. A lot of you guys met him at the J&J Weekend Getaway, second annual. My man Jay. And we had some awesome conversations. And a couple of things he told me. First thing, we're just going down the rabbit hole. And we've talked a lot about time on this show. And he said, man, time is the only thing you cannot get back. Think about it. You can make back money. You can get back in the gym and make back muscle. You can take out a loan and go do whatever. You can make back your credit. You can make back from a shitbox car to a supercar. You can make back anything in this life, but the only thing you cannot make back is your time. And if you waste your time, if you choose not to fuck around and find out, well, then you're going to end up on your deathbed one day looking at all the versions of you that did fuck around and find out. And you decided to stay the same version of you. And put in that a pin in that, because maybe I just got another acronym you can take with you today. But my cousin also said something to me that it bears mentioning. You know, there's that movie, I can't think of the name of it right now. It's where he has the damn tattoo, No Regrets. I can't even, Jennifer Aniston's in it. I can't even think of the name of the damn movie. Maybe it's
Meet
Swirl
the
One.
Fockers.
No, it's not Meet the Fockers. It ain't Meet the Fockers. No.
That is something like that.
No, it ain't Meet the Fockers. Somebody put it in there because you're getting paid
I don't watch
for
movies. I just remember seeing this tat. Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't mean to pull back.
No, you're not. No. It's all good. It's all good. No,
Look, my movie shit sucks. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's all good, dude. But either way, these are just my final thoughts here. You know, the kid has no regrets, right? I don't want to live with regrets. And, you know, this whole thing kind of has a funny tone to it because life can be hard as fuck, man. Life can be so challenging. It can be so uncertain. The morning post today from the Diamond Hand Media Group, trust the wait, embrace the uncertainty, enjoy the beauty of becoming. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. I don't want to live with regrets, man. I don't want to live with regrets.
That's it. I just looked it up.
We're the Millers. Shout out.
That's
100%.
Yeah.
That's exactly
and
what
I
it
did
is.
see
Shout
that
out
movie.
I don't want to live with regrets. But you know, how do you embrace that mindset? How do you embrace that quote? You got to laugh a little. You got to have a little fun. You got to stop taking life so fucking seriously. And sometimes I have to speak that to myself. Maybe I'm speaking this message because I need to hear it, and I need to slow down sometimes, and I need to smile, and I need to have fun in the uncertainty, because when you realize when nothing is certain, anything is possible, you can do whatever you want. You can regain whatever you want. You can build whatever you want. You can take whatever leap of faith you want. You can fuck around and find out in whatever area you want, but take out the pin. If you don't, you can just lay around and miss out. Lamo or lamo. Huh. Lamo. Lamo. Lay around and miss out. Lay around and miss out. You can fuck around and find out, take the leap of faith, go for it, or you can lay around with your hand in your pants, watching fucking Netflix, watching everybody else go out of the door of life into the hallway to go figure their shit out, and you say, someday, I don't give a fuck, whatever, and by day, your belly gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you lose drive and definition, and everything but about you just becomes a blob, because you're laying around and missing out. We'll have a clip a little later that we'll talk about. But my friends, short and sweet, long story short of it all, you can either fuck around and find out, or you can lay around and miss out. What do you think about that, Swirl One?
I love lame-o.
Huh? Lame-o?
Yeah, that's it. Buddy, we come up with all kinds of crazy shit. That's a good one. I definitely circled it. I'm like, okay, I can get behind lame-o. 100% can I get behind that. Lay around and miss out. Hey, and it makes sense. It's the opposite of FAFO, right? So that's just life. I think there is always, what do they say? Every time there's a reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So there you go. So if there's going to be a fuck around and find out, there's got to be one on the other side. And I think, Cap, you just did it, bro. That's it right there. And I did write down some things too. And I'll tell you, I said it a while back, and I think we even had a clip out there somewhere that said, hey, I have learned the hard way. Like everything that I have or have acquired or anything I've accomplished, it never came easy. Oh, I got my ass kicked up and down, let me tell you, whether it was by someone else or me. But a lot of times it was mostly me because I'm the one that brought myself to that party. I'm the one that put myself in those situations. So yeah, I had a lot of times where I had no choice but to turn around and realize, oh, something's happening. And I fucked around and found out. That's just no two ways about it. And basically what that means is I didn't have a safety net. I didn't have any way of turning around and looking and, oh, let me grab onto this or that branch because those branches weren't there. I've always burned the boats and just said, I'm going to take this island. That's the way it's always been for me. I've never turned around and said, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. And it's going to go perfect. And I got this plan. It's never been like that. I just kind of say, well, here's where we are now. What am I going to do about it? Right. And I just start moving. And it's very funny because a lot of people would find, hey, I'm at the edge. I don't know what to do. And people always go, hey, I talked them off the ledge. What does that mean? Well, that's what somebody's up there and they don't know which way they're going. They're teetering. Hey, I'm one of those that says, hey, you have to be talked off the ledge. You have to realize you shouldn't be up there in the first place. The fact that you're up there even taking everybody else's attention and make them talk you off the ledge is a issue. You have to stop and slow down and say, you know what? I need to start realizing what I'm doing. And every time I turn around, if I'm trying to keep moving in the right direction, I don't have time to call this person, that person, and ask them what I'm doing or if this is the right thing or hey, maybe I should take this or do that opportunity. That's the one thing people don't do. They don't look inside and say, I wonder if I did this, what would happen? Well, I don't know. If I did maybe one thing, could I find out? I might be able to. And the next thing you know, they got a business a year later, right? I put right here, yesterday, me and Motion were talking about a few things. And one of the things I like about Motion, he's very curious. I've watched Motion go from having one property, literally, and hey, let me see if this works. Let me try this. Let me dabble and put my foot in here real quick and start doing something with that. Next thing you know, now every time I turn around, oh yeah, we just closed on one last week. I got another one last week. We got a couple under contract. I'm working on this one here. Oh yeah, I closed a $2 million deal on 13 properties, 14 properties, whatever it might be. Oh, I had the highest in single property. Like all of these different conversations came from what? Him starting with one. He's like, you know what? Let me fuck around and try this out. What the hell? I got this extra money. Let me throw that over here real quick and see what happens. And they started having fun. They started having success. They started doing things. And the next thing you know, they had to keep moving, right? What's that like? How does that work? That's the kind of questions Motion likes to ask. We were watching something on my YouTube as he pulled up and I was just had some ambient stuff going on. And he starts looking over and it was a DJ and he starts asking me a question about it. So, man, with this, that, and the other thing, how's that work? Does this like that? He starts asking questions about how does it work? How does this person make this happen? I start trying to explain it. And I love it because there's people out there that won't even ask the question of how it works. And that's how it all starts. You just have to ask one question. What's that like? How do they do that? Where did that person get that? How do they find that confidence? Wow, I want to walk in the room like that. How does that person do it? And the next thing you know, it starts with one thought, one step, one trip to the gym, $1 saved, maybe one moment on YouTube, instead of looking at cat videos, they start looking up something that might help their speech, help them to do better public speaking, maybe something that helps them be more emotional intelligent, maybe something that helps them save maybe another dollar, save more every day, maybe spend less. Those are the kind of things I think people stop doing. And when you start getting curious about your life, that you can start creating wins when other people don't realize that you've been working. You're actually at night checking it out, trying to get something better in your life, trying to get something in that mind and get that mindset going in the right way. You know exactly what you want to do. You just got to start looking for it. And we talked about laughing at life. You hear me all the time. Buddy, I'm in the hallway and I'm smiling every day. What the hell else are you going to do? You're going to sit back and grovel and be like, oh, I'm so sad. So much going on. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm looking forward to the next chapter of whatever's about to happen. But let me tell you right now, I have so much going on. It's like duck hunt with 50 ducks up there. And if I don't kill them all, I tell you what, I won't win the game. You know what I mean? You remember that, the old Mario game? I'm just telling you. So I'm going to sit there and do all I can to try to get every one of those ducks and take them home and cook some good ass dinner because, hey, we just talked about it. Chinese turkey, maybe it's just duck.
You're this way. Oh,
Bruh.
Who's to say? Who's to know? Hey, you want war? We'll send 64 Blitz champion, outer space channeling, brain damaging, heavy brain game canceling, proud to be American. Dun, 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 dun. They told me, get yourself straight. How much more money can you make? I'm just trying to grow up born and rich. Who's say? Who's no? Lil Mac Miller there for you. One time.
I know exactly what that is. I was like,
oh, yeah. Oh, I know. He just
I had to feel that moment.
Hey, man, you know what I was thinking as you were just going on there? I love this show, man. I really love this show. And I just love the opportunity to talk about that. I mean, I already got half page notes. I'm already rocking. All right. First thing, hey, all right, I got a couple.
Hey, let me tell you real quick before you get there. Hey, we fucked around and turned on the camera, and now look what we found out. People like it too.
Shout out all you beautiful human beings. We appreciate the hell out of you. And also, real quick little mention from the legendary Gerard Albright one time. Hello, all of you 426. Well, now it's 479. Well, 478 because we won't count Jared. Silent Watchers, if you have any questions for the guys, just ask. You got any perspectives? You got any shit? Thank you, Jared. If you got anything going on, just drop it down, baby. We love to hear it. We love to see you. Who the hell are you? I want to know who the hell's tuned into my show right now. So
have I met you in person? Did I share the show with you?
Have I ever shook your hand? Who the fuck are you? I want to know, man. Are you fucking around and finding out? Are you laying around and missing out and saying, damn, boy, these guys are hitting me in the feels this voice. Couple of thoughts. Okay, couple of thoughts here. Brain spinning. Whew. However, first thing, react versus respond. Right? And talked about responding. Mom told me a story this past weekend. There is a town where I'm from called Hervey City. If you drive through it, you blink, you miss it. I mean, it does not exist. This place does not fucking exist, my man. I'm telling you, look it up on it doesn't exist. Like you drive through it, gone. It is like 2 houses on a highway. They don't even have a population. There's a tow truck company in this town that basically takes care of everybody. This guy had built a great business. Some guy came in and got his car towed, and he was pretty irate about it. Something had happened where they got into a little conversation. Some words were exchanged. He said, hey, man, give me $50. I'll give you your car back. All he wanted was $50. Wouldn't do it. More words, blah, blah, blah. Guy leaves, comes back with a gun, shoots the guy dead. For fucking $50 over a car. And now this guy will probably spend many decades in prison. This is a town that does not even fucking exist on the map. And we have people out here reacting and losing their minds over something so small and not thinking about the 50 fucking million other consequences of what comes from that. And yeah, maybe you're not walking into a building and shooting somebody dead over $50 in a tow, but where else are you reacting where you should be responding? Flying off the handle and instead of just, you know what? All right, hey, they don't get where I'm at right now. Everybody has a backstory. Everybody has some shit going on. Why are you adding frogs to people's plates? And man, You also talk about get off the fence. Fuck. Me and Deezy were standing in the camper. My parents got this camper. We stay out when we go down there, and we're standing out in the camper. We're having little munchies. We had just smoked a nice little stick of some vitamins, and we got some pizza and some chicken and some fucking beef sticks and some yogurt and first form protein. But I mean, we had to fucking spread, brother. I'm telling you what. And there was one little piece of chicken left, and there was a bunch of pizza, whatever, and Deezy's doing his usual Deezy shit, standing there fucking looking around. I said, Deezy, take the motherfucking chicken if you're going to take the motherfucking chicken. And he just started chuckling, and he grabbed the chicken and put it on his plate. I said, get off the fucking fence, Jagaloon. Either you want the chicken or you don't want the fucking chicken. And he just started fucking laughing, and we started chuckling. But it's a great example, a funny story. Get off the fence of life. Stop sitting on the fence. Well, I could take the chicken. I couldn't take the chicken. Well, I could take the leap. Well, I could not take the leap. Well, if I did it. Well, but hey, get you out a piece of paper. Look here. Draw a T across the top. Draw a line down right here like this. And you go pros and you go cons and you go start fucking writing. And whatever side fills up is the thing you need to do. Get off the fence of life and remove the safety nets. Take the leap of faith. And I'm telling you guys what, there's going to be some changes coming sooner rather than later, because I got to remove some safety nets and I got to take some leaps of faith in order to get this show, this company, that brand, and everything we're trying to fucking accomplish in this world to somewhere. Because when you keep putting in part-time effort, all you get is part-time results. And I'm fucking sick and tired of that, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And all we need is your guys' support. All we need is your help. Just continue to show up every single day. Don't be a hoe. Share the show. Something trips your trigger. Let somebody know. It's that simple. And man, I'll tell you what, last but certainly not least, just ask questions. Get curious about life. I tell you what, me and my mom had so many good conversations of this rabbit hole or that rabbit hole or this person or that person. I said, man, you just know so much. I said, it's not that, yeah, I do, but I just research. I ask questions. I don't take things for face value. When the news says something, I say, wait a minute, let me check that out. Even when Elon Musk says something, I say, well, let me check that out. I fact check everything. I want to know everything. I question everything. I wake up in a tinfoil suit, for crying out loud, because I want to know how things work. I love that show growing up. How it works. Oh, shit, I want to know how this was made, that made, this made. That was the best, man. Why don't you start living your life in that way? How it works, how just seeing everything. Oh shit, I want to know about that. I want to know about that. There is a YouTube video or a Google something somewhere that you can find out about anything in this life. Fuck around and find out. Lay around and miss out.
Bro, we had Mr. Wizard when I was young, and that guy was the shit. He would teach all kinds of different things. And of course, then you'd have the segue and Bill Nye the Science Guy. And I used to love to watch that stuff. And you know what? It didn't matter who. That's the one thing I remember about those shows, is they always told you to question everything. Ask the question. Why? Doesn't matter who said it or where the information come from. When he said, hey, I question Elon Musk, I question everything I hear, no matter where it comes from. Hell, I've looked at Capp and go, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that shit.
Question
I have no problem saying it. Like, I'm not sure about what you're saying there, but hey, I can see where you're coming from, but there's something to that. There might be another side, right? So as you go through life, realize there's always another side to everything you do. And hey, there's two sides to every coin, right? They say that. So there's the side that says, hey, I'm going to fuck around and go find out what's going on. Or I'm going to sit back, lay around and miss out and not have anything to show for my time or my effort. And that's not what I want to do. I had conversations last week as I was doing interviews and giving away a job and making things happen, where I looked at people and they were not afraid to say, you know what, I'm willing to go and find out what it takes. Some people you could tell were scared to death to go out there and find out. And you could tell in the way they asked questions, the way they answered questions. But you know what? In life, you don't have time to not question whether you're on the right path. Even yourself, you have to ask yourself, how am I doing? Am I doing, when you're doing the wrong thing. I know when I'm doing the wrong thing immediately. If I haven't gotten up, hell, even your little watch sometimes tells you, hey, is it time to stand up? that might mean that, oh man, I'm not doing the right thing. You're right. What are you doing in that moment? If you find yourself in the death scroll, oh man, you're laying around and missing out right now. Yesterday, I could have missed out on a beautiful day. I had a lot of things going on, and I was handling all that, and emotion out of nowhere hit that text. I looked around. I could have said no to him that day. I got this and that new, but you know what? I was like, it's a beautiful day. If I don't go out and appreciate it and join it and get in on something, then I'm missing out. I really am. And that hits me hard. I'm laying around and missing out because that's what I was doing. Don't get me wrong. I was still doing stuff on my laptop and all that, but I wasn't interacting with the world. I wasn't using my body to its best potential. I wasn't going outside and getting vitamin D. That's what's important in life. You got to keep trying, keep getting up, keep doing more things every single day. And here's the other thing. If you listen to understand your body, your mind, and your psyche, then you won't have to worry about responding to it. That's the thing. People listen to respond, not to understand. So when you're trying to listen to your body and your psyche and all the things you have, your vision boards and all of that, just put action behind them. Don't just put the picture up there. Put some damn action behind it. It's no good if you're not putting any action behind it.
Golly, Moses, man. You literally, you are saying some things that I read last night. Character is aim embodied, the habitual pursuit of aim. That is the point of someone's action. Fuck, I'm so excited to read this whole book. We focus on what we define as worthy of the expenditure of our attention and the efforts of our action. We are entranced by those with lofty aims, and we wish, if we are brave, to be possessed by their spirit. We see this world in relationship to aim.
Hey, we talked about it the other day. If you are even near the target, at least you can see the target. But if you're hitting the other direction, it's all about which way you're aiming, and you can stop that aim in a second. And it could be your financial aim, your physical, how you feel about yourself, the mental. All of it comes from, what am I thinking about? What am I doing? What am I acting on? What am I seeing? What am I feeding myself? How am I reacting to the things that are, buddy, when you eat bad food, you can feel your body react to it. It's the same thing when you ingest bad things. You can hear your brain telling you it's bad. So,
Oh man, I could go down this rabbit hole another 2 hours, but we got clips to watch. We got more perspective to share. You have no idea how many things you just said were in relation to what I read last night. I'm committing. I'm reading a chapter of this book every single night. I don't give a damn. I'm sitting down. I'm committing, man. I know, hey, it's tough, but last night, dude, when I started reading this, I was just like, what in the world? Like, it was speaking to me. Who's to know? So, and I'm not going to be the chump that meets JBP and
hasn't read the book.
Read all 3 books. I'm not going to be that fucking chump. So,
hey, I love your books. What was your favorite part about it? The cover.
The cover was really pretty.
It's heavy.
Really remember. No, I'm coming with the fucking heat. Who's to say? Who's to know? Super Soldier, baby. You know how we roll. Hey, man. Hell of a perspective on some FAFO and Lamo right there one time. I really enjoyed that.
I love Lamo, man. I'm using that from now on.
Lamo, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get a note card out here today.
I have it written down very big right here. Lamo.
I got a note card. Here's my next note card. Here's my next one. I gotta remember to write that down. I'm gonna go FAFO or Lamo and stick it.
Well, it's funny. So I wrote it like this. I'm gonna flip it and FAFO over Lamo.
Oh, I just put a line.
That's a line.
Oh, right.
Just like freedom over everything, right? Freedom.
Got my shirt. Oh, that's a hell of a shirt. Yeah,
my shirt. I wore that shirt. You see me with that shirt.
I know. I would totally copy it, but some people would get mad. Who's to say? Who's to know? But there you have it, my friends. Opening thoughts, opening perspectives. The FAFO theory. Hope you're fired up. Hope you're feeling great. Hope you're feeling like you're ready to turn some obstacles into opportunities. But maybe you're not. Maybe you're just joining us here on the show. Maybe you're still trying to wake up and get that flow. Maybe you got the little flame, but now you need a little gasoline to dump on that fire and turn it into a big burning and raging flaming mess. Well, that sounds like you, my friends. Keep those ear holes open wide. Grab out your notebooks and your pens or pencils, or keep them by your side. And let's slide into your second segment of the day, your Reaction Refinery. Alrighty then, my friends, back here live in prime time for the second segment of the day of episode 617 of Forge and Fuel, baby. Your Reaction Refinery. This morning we got 4 clips we are gonna watch, and boy, oh boy, we got some fire flame. We got 2 that were actually sent in by the legend that has been mentioned a couple times already on this show, Mr. Motion, never stagnant, always steady revolutions. He sent me a couple over the weekend that I just couldn't help, but there was like, yeah, those are coming to the show.
Might be the same ones I got.
Probably who's say, who's to know. And then we're going to go to the NFL last Thursday, as a matter of fact, Browns versus Steelers. And we're going to say hello to a quarterback of one of those teams. And then also, we're going to say hello to a man. I can't believe I haven't brought any of his perspective or any of his clips to this show yet. He is the reason why I say consistent, persistent pursuit of your passions. So I'm super excited to bring this guy to the show. Always has some awesome perspective to share. But this morning, we begin, my friends, with a legend in the hip-hop space. But he don't play none of that bullshit. He tells you how it is. He tells you what it's about. You know, says, run the jewels, if you will. We're talking about the legendary Killer Mike, live on the Breakfast Club, telling them about it's time to be excellent.
Choose to be excellent, and you're going to do better, or you're going to sit your chump ass down, and you're going to keep me in the same shit over and over.
Short, sweet.
Either you're going to choose to be excellent, and you're going to do better, or you're going to sit your chump ass down, and you're going to keep me in the same shit over and over.
Either you're going to fuck around and find out and make something happen and make something of yourself, or you're going to lay around and miss out and keep doing what everybody else does. Everything we talked about in the opening segment of the day literally encompassed in 2 sentences by Killer Mike. Either you're going to choose to be excellent, or you're going to keep sitting your chump ass down and staying the same. It's your choice, man. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you.
I agree. And I like Killer Mike. His passion comes through in everything he says. And the dude is smart as hell. And there's a reason why he's been through it all. I promise you. And this guy has always had that passion. And he says it all the time to people around him. He's always trying to bring up people around him and tell them. And I don't care. He'll scream at the top of his lungs to make sure they feel what he's saying. And you know what? They still don't. A lot of people don't feel it. They don't get involved in what he does, or they don't catch any passion from that. But you know what? Here's the way I see it. If you believe it yourself, it's going to come through the screen just like that guy did. Hopefully how it's coming through here, because we get excited too. Sometimes, man, I'll see a clip later. I'm like, man, I said that? I can't even believe I said that. I must have been in the Matrix, right? And same thing with Cap. It happens to both of us. And I promise you, there's times when he's saying things, whether it's Cap or it's, Killer Mike, they are just absolutely in the ether of it all. And it's just flowing, and they're getting out there and just letting the words fly. It's because they're confident in what they're doing. They're fucking around and finding out every single day that they are powerful people. I've been telling people this every time I see them, and they start questioning. I look at them, I go, you're powerful. I can see it in you. And I don't know what they can do. But you know what? When I say that to people, something inside of them hits, and they go, I am powerful. I'm good at this, right? And whatever that is they think of, hey, I always tell them, you're better than me at something. I can't wait to see what that is. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you mess around and try to fuck around and find out what that is and how far it can take you?
That's that clip, segment, scene. There we go. Scene from Cool Runnings. Couldn't think of that word. Scene from Cool Runnings, where they're standing looking in the mirror. I see pride, power.
Yes.
And a badass mother that don't take no shit out of nobody.
That's right.
And
Buddy, you got to have mantras in this world, and you got to give people mantras. You imagine what if you told somebody that they were powerful every day, what you could do and how you could change this world. Just imagine you told somebody who, I hate to say it, couldn't give you something or couldn't do anything for you, how powerful they are. they would question it. But you know what? They are. There's something that person's capable of doing that none of us have any idea what it is. Even they may not have an idea.
Less than 8 seconds. Sorry, shout out Killer Mike, man. Hey, if you don't know Run the Jewels, you are out of your damn mind. Run the Jewels, 1, 2, 3. They get you going. That's some good shit right there. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out Killer Mike. Be excellent one time for the one time. Your second clip of the day, my friends. We say hello to a legend that I'm not sure I was familiar with before this weekend. He goes by the name of John Gordon. He's here to share some powerful stuff with each and every one of us on whether we're listening or talking.
I ever heard is from Dr. James Gills, the only person on the planet to complete 6 double Ironman triathlons. That's a double Ironman, which means you do an Ironman, a day later you do another one, and the last time he did it, he was 59 years old. He was asked how he did it. He said this: I've learned to talk to myself instead of listen to myself. He said, if I listen, I hear the fear, the negativity, the doubt, all the reasons why I can't finish this race. But if I talk to myself, I could feed myself with the words and the encouragement that I need to keep on moving forward. The thoughts we think and the words we say become the reality and the life that we create. Your thoughts matter. Your beliefs matter. And you have to make sure that you are speaking life into yourself every single day. Be your greatest encourager.
Thank you, God. What a great message. What a great message. Be your own hero. Speak excellence into your life. I do it every day. You guys even hear me talk about Buddy up there. Shut out, Buddy. I scream excellence at Buddy. It's my plant. If you guys don't know, it's the only pet I have. But Buddy is absolutely vibrant. Buddy is glowing because you know why? All I speak is excellence to Buddy. And if I'm going to speak that to Buddy in my own house, how else am I supposed to speak to myself? I'm speaking excellence to myself. I am capable. I am powerful. I am a force to be reckoned with. I am motivational. I am inspirational. I do what I say. Those kind of things. I make sure I tell myself and speak that into my life. You got to remember that. And I read and saw something. I was doing a lot of reflection this week too, because I've got a lot of things changing in my life. So I've been spending a lot of time by myself. And you got to understand what you speak to the world is what the world brings back to you. So if you're out there saying, man, I'm going to have a case of the Mondays, it's not surprising why you have such a bad day today. Just think about this. If you're yelling at your kids before you go to bed and you expect them to sleep good at night, come on, man. If you're yelling at them as soon as they get up, how do you expect them to have a good day? Just like if you're yelling at yourself on the way up, or you're saying dumb things to yourself like, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, you're dumb. Or you couldn't get this done. Oh, you knew that was going to happen. Bullshit. Bullshit. Speak excellence into your life and watch excellent things.
I knew that one would fire you up one time for the one time. Man, what do we talk about all the time that ties dot listening or talking? Controlling your brain. Whoa. Listening to yourself or talking to yourself is controlling your brain instead of letting your brain control you. That Rolodex of thoughts, and you're like, oh, I can't, I shouldn't, I wouldn't. I know. That's just listening. That's just your brain controlling you. I can, I will, I should, I'm going to make it happen. That's you talking. That's you controlling your brain. And if you do that in every single moment in the little things, as I've said time and time and time and time again, when the big things of life come up, you are going to be able to control your brain. You're going to be able to knock it the fuck out of the park, proverbially, as Swirl just did, because you will understand things in a way that nobody else does. Because you've taken time to be with yourself. You've taken time to understand what makes you tick. You've taken time to get to the deep down nitty gritty of who am I? What do I need to make me continue to push forward? Now, maybe I'm never fucking doing no double Iron Man. You can miss me with all of that shit. No way. No. That is not my vibe. But I will bring that energy to all types of other shit. I will do and give and bring and take everything I have and put it into whatever is on the table right now. I'll eat, if it's just eating this frog, let me fucking eat the frog as best as I can. And I can either listen to my brain that's telling me this frog is going to taste so bad and I don't want to eat it. And this is just the worst thing in the world. Or I can say to myself, hey, self, this frog's going to suck. But if you just eat it one bite at a time, you'll be able to eat it. And hey, oh shit, what? Damn, Motion been making that frog jam. Shit, I'll holler at him. Man, Swirl got the plug on that frog ketchup. If this thing is a little too much, I'll just be like, yo, show me some of that ketchup, cuz I got to get through this frog one time. All right, we'll be fine. We'll make it through. It's just another frog. You'll be able to eat that frog every single damn time. How are you talking to yourself? And I love how John Gordon put it, man. Absolute fucking heat. Are you listening to yourself or are you talking to yourself? Dang! Hey, that's some Eagle shit right there, son. That's some Eagle shit right there. Who's to say, who's to know? Eagle. Who's to say, who's to know? Well, my friends, there is your second clip of the day. We get into your third clip of the day, my friends. And there's a lot of rumblings on the old interwebs about this clip we're about to watch here. Some are on one side, others are on the other. Now, this
is what I reposted the other day on X.
So, yes.
I love this picture.
And, many people know this man for saying outlandish, crazy, goofy things on the microphone. You give him a microphone and he goes off the deep end, starts saying some crazy stuff. Now, this time, it wasn't so crazy. But I believe we got too many people in this world that realize how uncrazy it is. I'll give you some thoughts on that in a minute as we listen to famous Jameis Winston, quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, the dog pound, telling us where victory comes from.
You don't become a Brown until you beat the Steelers.
Which they did.
What will it take tonight?
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord. So I'm dependent on the Lord.
Is that the message to the team?
Day by day, one play at a time. That's the message.
Weather conditions tonight. We're expecting winds up to 15 miles per hour in a wintry mix. How will that impact your ability to throw the ball?
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow, to be in true football weather in Cleveland, Ohio at Huntington Bank Field today to give him the glory. It's a beautiful day.
Sure feels like you're playing in the AFC North.
It is. It's magical. Thank you.
God bless that man. Seriously. If you didn't see the spirit of literally the Holy Spirit in that man right there, I don't care. It is shining so bright. When the Holy Spirit hits you and you are at one and at peace with your life and how things are, you dance in joy. It says it in the Bible. You dance in joy with your hands up. And that was him dancing with joy. And in time, you have to be here now to be able to experience that exuberation, that dancing, right? You have to appreciate that energy. And here's the other thing about that too. He didn't think further ahead. He wasn't caring about. He was just so grateful to be in the moment. He was being here now. His neutral thinking at that moment down. What do you think about? She's trying to put all these thoughts, and he says, it's a great day to be out here in Cleveland, Ohio. And I've been in Cleveland, Ohio in that weather. I know what they're trying to tell him. They're trying to get in his psyche and say, it's cold, it's wet, it's going to snow. You're going to have a bad time. It's going to be uncomfortable. You know what he said? I am very blessed, honored, and privileged to be able to go out today, put on my armor, and be able to show the world the light. And I'm going to do that. And I promise you, at the end of the day, it was that created the victory. It wasn't him. It was the fact that he embraced that spirit, let it work through him. And you saw what happened, Cap. I think they won.
They won and won me some money. Absolutely. Shout out to the Cleveland Brownies, baby. And they put in work. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Victory comes from the Lord. Somebody relies on the Lord. Who's to say, who's to know? And, I always want to utilize this show to let the people know where my victory comes from. There's not 50,000, 100,000 like some shows may have, but there's over 500 of you. And if I can tell you that God is so real And he has given me everything that you see right now. I may be a dog and have drive and discipline. He's blessed me with that too. He saw this. He's wrote my story way before I was even born. For those of you that judge or think that I'm whatever, this, that, and the third, look, I had a story way before you had an opinion. He's known me. He's wanted me to be in this spot, but I had to become the guy I am now. And maybe you're in that hallway. Maybe you know you need to become the better version of you. Well, lean on him, man. And I'm telling you what, if you just be grateful for every single moment and talk to him, and something that we who wrestle with God has already confirmed of me is that the religions of this world convince you of this sky-dwelling God that is so tired and made the world and has just disappeared to the recluses of the sky to never be seen again, when he's right here. Consciousness. For those of you who are conscious, you can't help but wrestle with God. You can't help but feel like you need to do better. You can't help but feel like you got something bigger or more for you out there. You can't help but feel like there is this centralized being closing and opening doors in your favor that you don't even know about. And if you seek that relationship that is right here, right now, freely for you to tap in, an all-knowing, all-loving, all-present being, not even your mother and father can do that for you, and you don't want to tap into that, maybe we'll have, not maybe, we'll have a little prayer later. Because, hey, my victory comes from the Lord. Every single thing I have right here, right now, is because of him. Point blank, period. Shout out to Jameis Winston, man. Letting the whole world know. And also a sidebar on that, too. It is good versus evil. Cat Williams said it at the beginning of the year, halfway through the year. It is good versus evil. And if you are on a massive platform and somebody is talking about God and you can't wait to change the topic like that interviewer did right there. Oh, it looks like you're playing AFC North. If you are not and you turn the topic, I don't care how big you are. I don't care how much respect I've had for you. The respect's out the window. Because you had the opportunity to let the world know why you have what you have, and instead you turned away and you gave power to the one who has no power. And I'm not even going to mention his name. And I don't want to hear anybody around me saying, oh, well, I'm just going to play the devil's advocate. Oh, really? You stay over there with that demented shit. No, thank you. No cool, no good. I'm all right on that. It's good versus evil. I'm drawing the fucking line. And if you can't fucking get that shit through your brain, you got no time over here. Who's to say?
You tell Cap has a cat.
Fuck does that mean? What kind of bullshit is that? Yeah, I have a cat. What about it? Fuck you. Don't worry about it. There's your third clip of the day, everybody. Fucking up somebody. Whatever.
It's all love, bro.
Whatever,
it's
dude.
all love. You know that. It's so funny.
Third clip of the day. Now your fourth and final clip of the day. Jeepers creepers. Oh my fucking. We welcome in a man who has given me tons of perspective in this life. Given me lots of thoughts, lots of things to go off of, and then a saying that I say almost every damn day. We stay on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions, baby. And this man is the first man that I ever heard say that. And I said, damn, I like that. I got to follow more of what he does. I got to find out more about this guy. So the legendary David Meltzer joining us this morning to shift our perspective on no.
Shift your energy about no in 2 seconds. So imagine if I told you right now that you are 24 no's away from having $1 billion company. Number one, how excited would you be to get your first no? How fast would you want to get your second no? So I'm here to tell you that there's only so many no's in between you and what you want.
If you know that, how fast are you to fuck around and find out? How fast are you to fail? And don't use it. No, use a failure. There's X amount of failures that turn into flourishing between you and the goal. whatever that ultimate peak is. There's X amounts of pit stops around the track of life. There's X amounts of camps up the mountain of life, or whatever that ultimate vision or aim or goal, wherever you are now. Here's the thing, you get to that aim, you're just going to have another one. It's going to be another peak, another mountain, another race to get in. It's why they have an entire race season and not just one race where it all banks, because some people start out slow and then they get hot, and some people can't stay hot the whole time, and then the underdog ends up winning out of nowhere. So how many no's, how many failures, how many lessons, maybe not even losses, trials, tribulations, chances at triumph do you have between where you're at right now and where you want to be? And maybe it's a whole lot less. Maybe it's only 10. So why wouldn't you start fucking around and finding out how many of those are in between here and there today?
Bro, I love it. I'm constantly telling people, especially in my business, it takes 5 no's to even make contact in times. And that's just to get the contact. That's just to get them to answer the phone or to finally take your call. And then you got to work through the no's that will make them finally say yes, right? So there's another 5. You have to get involved in what the no is. No means KNOW. I don't know enough on why you're contacting me, why you care, why it doesn't matter to you, and why I should pay attention and put all my information into you. Why? What is it? What don't I know about you? That's what you're trying to get everybody to understand. When they say no, they don't know enough. They haven't heard enough. They don't trust you enough. They haven't gotten enough reasons in order to do business with you, just like yourself. Hey, when you hear yourself say no to yourself, maybe it's because you don't know that you can do it, because you haven't tried it, because you've never, ever put yourself out there, because you never walked into the gym, because you know what? You've only been a spender. You've never been a saver. Oh, I've never been able to save. Every time you say that, you tell your psyche that you can't save money. Think about what we said earlier. Oh, I've never been a saver. I've never been able to save money. Okay, guess what? Stop saying dumb shit. That right there can help you to save $1. If you start saying, hey, you know what? I haven't been a good saver. I'm going to start today to start saving $1. Guess what happens? You save $1 today. Then guess what happens tomorrow? You might save 2. So I'm just going to tell you, it's important that you always take those no's as I don't know.
There is no N-O, only K-N-O-W. That's some perspective right there, Swirl One. Shout out to you, my man. Hell of a thought right there. Stop saying stupid shit. One time for the one time. My friends, your 4 clips of the day on your Reaction Refinery. Whew, pretty damn good. Shout out to Killer Mike, John Gordon, Jameis Winston, and the one and only David Meltzer. Man, great perspectives, great insight. Shout out to all you beautiful human beings tuned in live in prime time, whether you're in the chat, whether you're not in the chat, whether you're at the gym, whether you're in rush hour traffic, whether you're in the shower, whether you're making your first pot of coffee, whether you've already had 12 cups, whether you're doing a little yoga, whether you're on your morning walk, walking a dog, taking care of the cat, whatever you're doing, thanks for letting us come into your homes, your gyms. Oh, if I'm in the office on the projector, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good to see you down there. Hope you're having a great day. Wherever we may be, we can't thank you enough for letting us entrada, baby. But, my friends, with that being the second segment of the day, it appears that there is one final segment to get into. Boy, oh boy, do we enjoy this, because this is where we get to connect with you. We get to hear what the people have been saying. Maybe they got a question. Maybe they got some perspective. Maybe they got something for us that makes us go, ooh, we didn't even think about that. So if you think maybe you got something like that rolling around in your brain, burning on your heart, festering on your soul, well, drop it in the live chat. Don't be a hoe. Bring it to the show, and we'll pop it up right here on the screen momentarily as we get into your third and final segment of the day. It's your Answers from the Anvil. Okie doke artichokes. Your third and final segment of the day here on episode 617 of Forge and Fuel, baby. Also, November the 25th, 2024. If you haven't checked your calendar yet today, and I hope you've been waking up like never before, It's time to see if that's been the case. It's time to find out if that's what the people are feeling, if they've been ready to rock and roll. So without further ado, you've seen D shift us up. Let's get some of these beautiful humming beans on the screen too. Who we got out there, D-double-E-Z-double-Y? First, legendary man up in the chat. He is the one, the only, open 24 hours. The light is always on. There is always a little bit of vacancy. You can always find a spot. GM, Mr. Horseman himself. Who's to say, who's to know? Great morning to you, brother. Hope you're having a fantastic day in Tennessee. Shout out Ted Logan 1010. Rise and shine, ladies. It's time to go. Rise and shine. Rise. I thought about what is that? Stripes, the
Stripes.
gift where he's banging on
Bill
the trash
Murray.
can. Do. That's a hell of a Bill
That's a
Murray.
great
Another Bill Murray flick, bro.
I love Bill Murray. That's one of my favorite actors and a nice guy, from what I've told. He's lots of cool stuff. I know a person that knows him personally, so I might.
Any guy that probably reps the Cubbies as much as Bill Murray does, you know, that's the one team. That was my dad, my grandpa. I bleed Cubby blue and red, okay? And that's just me and Bill. Whoa, me and Bill. Who's say, who's no? Shout out to the beautiful Kelly O. Stanford. Look at this young lady. One half of the Grateful Brothers. We appreciate you. I was thinking about you this weekend. You sent me a sweet little heart. You're the best. You know that? You're the absolute best. If you don't know, you won't know Kelly O. And if you don't know Pride, you won't know. And if you don't know In the Kitchen with Pride, you're missing out.
You are missing it. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, for those of you not in the gateway, Pride's been keeping us up to date. And apparently, millionaires off of bread. I don't know. Who's know? It was this tiny little company. Now they can't even see past the flour now. They're just neck deep in flour everywhere they look. Shout out Kelly O. Stanford and Price Stanford. We love you. Mr. Damascus Oglesby, a.k.a. Jeff Oglesby, GM. Great morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a fantastic day down in Missouri. Bella Rossi, a.k.a. Wable Snow, a.k.a. the beautiful Mama Snow. Fantastic morning. Right back to you, young lady. She says fantastic morning to everyone. Enjoy your day. Right back at you. We appreciate you tuning in. Our friends over at Radio Free Hub City, our favorite Red Pill Yahoo, Mr. Ken Buckler, and the beautiful Miss BB. Great morning, right back to you, amazing humming beings. Shout out, appreciate you being at the show. It sticks, baby. Shout out Nick's travel vlogs. Morning, how you doing? Hey, you want to know something funny as shit? We were sitting there this past weekend, a couple of family members, and GP looks over. She goes, "How you doing?" Oh, it was fucking electric. It was the best
awesome.
We all started dying.
Shout out
laughing.
GP. That's hilarious.
Oh, shit. Shout out, Nick. We appreciate you. Let's go crush the day. I'm getting baptized on Sunday at 11 a.m.
Man.
Let's go,
God bless.
baby. Welcome to the
Congratulations,
fam. Let's go. You're already part of the
awesome.
fam. You're already part of the fam,
Awesome.
but now you just get to dive into the refreshing waters, my brother. Welcome home. Welcome home. That's awesome, dude. Delta 24, GM, FNF peeps. Great morning to you, Anthony. It was so great spending time with you this past weekend. Oh, man. Hey, back on that. I've been baptized twice. I tell you what, one more before that. I've been baptized twice. I tell you, it's an experience. One when I was a baby and then one when I was older and I could really understand it. Whew, man, it's something. It's something.
It's something else. I agree.
Shout out, Nick. You'll have to keep us up to date on that, brother. Happy Monday, Diamond Hand fam. Shout out, Doc Dick Doofus. Great to see you live in the chat over here on YouTube. Appreciate you, my guy. Jason Wigman, great morning to you, brother. Always good to see us. A little DJ Moons. He was posting some pizza or something on the timeline. I think this guy's got something coming. I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled on the old fish tube. DJ Moons has got something coming. JK Big Time, our legendary Nation's Capital Connection. Crush the day, everyone. You know what he says. It ain't ever different. He's always here giving the vibe. Shout out to you, Mr. Big Time, and the amazing Miss Ava, and the incredible young man, Mr. Noah, and the entire Come family. We appreciate all you amazing humming beans. Grammy P, great morning, GP. We just mentioned you. Boy, I had some great time with GP. We watched some Westerns. We watched some football. We had some great conversation. Woohoo! Let's crush this day. Look, she's crushing the day over there and be the light and love. Shout out, GP. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for being here every single morning. She said, I'll see you on Forging Fuel. Last thing she said to me is, I'll see you on Forging Fuel tomorrow. We love you, GP. Friday night DJ party was so fire. I concur. We were out in the camper after we watched a little movie listening, and DJ Swirl One was Fire Flame Heat, was banging some fire tracks.
I don't know why people are missing out. I don't know why there's not 600 fucking people in that thing. But sooner rather than later, that will begin to happen. And if you don't know, this guy is a professional DJ. He says, "Oh, I'm just a D-lister. I don't really do nothing." In my book, the motherfucker's an A-lister. He probably continue to make his own fucking songs and stop being such a chicken shit and put them out there. Well, he did kind of have, you know, a monkey wrench thrown into his plans that he had to kind of torque some other areas, but he'll be back to torquing the other area. But you should probably fucking pay attention because this motherfucker put some shit together. And the reason why he's
motherfucker.
because he takes this track and that track and he swirls them into one that makes you go, "Ooh, why is my body moving like this? This is fucking whoa."
Got him.
Swirl one. You're like, whoa, is that the reason why? What the hell? And then all of a sudden you say, "What up, y'all? It's your man, Montel Jordan.
I
And
haven't played that one in a while.
with my man, DJ Swirl One." You're like, wait, what the
I
fuck?
need to play that one more often. I need to do that a little more often. It's
Hey.
been a while.
Oh, he's DJ Jazzy Jeff. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, this guy knows a thing or two. And maybe. Who's know? You might just see him out live in primetime a little more often here, sooner rather than later. I don't know. But maybe show up, because I'm telling you what, if you need something on a Friday night, even if you're just vibing with the boys in the garage and you need a little something in the background, don't throw on a radio. Throw on GAC Radio Live where this guy's spinning. You can even go on to Twitch, even broadcast it off of Twitch, and you can see the fucking sound bars and how he blends it and mixes it. And fucking, it's an experience. I'm just trying to tell you who's to say, who's to know. Shout out Jared Albright for the reminder. I just got to give a shameless plug to my guy one time for the one time. Oh, shit. Ted Logan. Wait till December 14th, Swirl. We're going to change your life forever. That is our who's to say, who's to know. Who's to say, who's to know. Who's to say, who's to know. Oh, no. Are you? Oh, shit. I said second week. Are you? That's got to be a Saturday. Are you going to be back from Miami?
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday's cool.
You're back from Miami. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought everything would be cool.
Yeah,
I thought everything. Cool. That's why I said scheduled it that way. I thought okay,
Saturday's
sure.
cool.
And the first weekend is my birthday, so I'm doing
I knew that too.
Who's to say, who's to know. So yeah, who's to say, who's to know. Maybe there's some things in the work going on in the background. And I mentioned it a couple of times, but you're a busy guy. It's okay. I understand. It's all right. No big deal. Shout out Ted Logan. Shout out to the entire phone booth pod boys. Rufus, Death, Bill S. Esquire. We appreciate the hell out of all you dope ass dudes. Thanks for always tuning in and sharing this show and not being a hoe with all your amazing followers as well. Kim Jones, Mama Cap, I'm up. Yo, the weekend family party wore me out. It did me too. We had driving and everything. A little worn out, but I'm here, ready to rock and roll. I still got the hype. I still got the fire. Still forging and fueling up. Shout out, Mama Bear. Appreciate you. Thanks for an awesome weekend. Saw this earlier at the beginning of the show. Check out Trent Shelton.
Right
I did too.
I wrote it down.
Beginning mine. Well, you can't really see it. Protect your peace.
Hey, we both read it right on the top. You know,
100%. Protect your peace by Trent Shelton. Book 2. I highly recommend it. Absolutely, Nick. Appreciate that, brother. Dope stuff right there. We're always trying to get some good books. G. Lou, what's up? GM to Mr. G. Lou and Mrs. G. Lou. I know the both of you around here somewhere. We appreciate the hell out of you. Great morning, Mr. Live Dog. We had a call with Mr. Live Dog this weekend. He got to talk with GP. Oh, you should have seen these two. It was like reconnecting from lost times. I mean, I don't know what type of connection they had at the J&J weekend getaway, but as soon as GP saw this guy, I didn't even matter anymore. She's, oh, Live Dog. Dadgummit, I shouldn't have even let you see her. Who's to say, who's no? Shout out, Mr. Livingston. We appreciate you, brother. Great morning. Slugbug, live from St. Louis. Great morning to you. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. You and the little one watching the show, baby. Who else we got out there, D's? Oh, more Ted Logan. The only way one can ever truly find out is to first fuck around. Ha! I concur, good sir. Appreciate the perspective. On the same page. Don't live with regrets.
No regrets.
Facts. No regrets.
Not even one. No.
Not even one. Not even a single one. I might just get the tattoo just to get the tattoo. Who's to say? Who's no regrets? That would kind of be fucked up. Probably not good. Who's to say?
You would regret it.
I would probably regret it pretty fast. You guys are on fire today. Made this Monday. I'm already pumped. Let's go. So much to do today. I'm so excited. Shout out. We appreciate you, Jared. Me too, man. Shane Harper, a.k.a. our guy Motion. We mentioned him a hell of a bunch of times on today's show. Gave us some clips. Shout out to you, brother. Sending us that fire flame heat on DHMG Silverback Gorilla. Look at that guy flexing back there. Another one from Slugbug. I have a plant named Lil E.
Naming plants is awesome, Swirl. Not many people I know do that. Glad to see someone else does too. Yeah, you gotta
With
give
it.
love to the plant.
My
Come
boy Buddy
on.
up there.
Shout out, buddy. Buddy, I know you can hear me, dude.
Shout out,
Hope you're
oh,
doing
he
great.
can. Oh yeah. He's like,
Hey, travel's gonna be a little crazy, but we got a good spot for you up here. Don't you worry, man.
yeah, we
You
got
stay
you,
alive
bro.
through the trip.
I-
We got
hey,
you, bro.
that's part of the whole thing. Finding a nice little window for Buddy to be able to handle because he
Buddy's
likes
gotta
the
be-
windows.
But he needs a nice spot. Nice spot with a nice pot. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out to Buddy. Oh, there's one of them. One half of the Meadow Crazy. Shout out, Mrs. Meadow Crazy. I hadn't seen you in here this morning. Speak to yourself like you would speak to a child, she says. When you're trying to encourage them to try something new or pick their confidence up and watch how you blossom. Isn't that interesting how we cheer for babies to keep standing up to try and walk, but as soon as an adult falls on their face, we say, ha, told you, dumbass.
Moron, dumbass. Yes.
Isn't that interesting how that works? Like the system wants that or something. Who's say, who's to know? Shout out, Mrs. Metal Crazy. Appreciate you bringing that perspective to the show. Another Mr. Ted Logan. You guys have started a ripple effect. Oh, have we now? Oh, I had an experience the other day at a supply house, where everything was going wrong, and the clerk asked me, how do you stay so calm? I laid it out for him and watched the change in real time in his brain. Well, hot diggity damn. Shout out to you, Mr. Logan. I appreciate the hell out of you. And who knows if he mentioned forging fuel or controlling his brain or something he said. Hey, look, we're just out here trying to be the light. And if you just slow down and be the light for somebody else, maybe they can be the light. And then all of a sudden we start shining a little bit brighter around this dark ass world. Who's to know? I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. JK Big Time, he says, gratitude, man. That's it. Lieutenant Dan, you got your sea legs. Gratitude, man. That's the secret sauce. Sorry, just a Forrest Gump moment. Who's to know? That's secret sauce. Facts, facts, facts. If you can't be grateful for what you have now, what makes you think you're going to be grateful for more in the future? Who's to know? Mrs. Metal, no equals next opportunity. Look at it that way and your perspective will change. You won't be so upset when you hear no. Absolutely. 150%. There are no failures, says JK Small Time, just trying and repeating. As long as you just don't keep doing the same shit over and over again, expecting different results, which is the definition of insanity, and you apply what would you do again? Maybe there's a clip coming out of that. What would you do again? Not what would you do differently. He might not even remember saying that. Do you even remember saying that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I just making sure
some things I blacked out on, but some other things.
That was fire. That was fire. I gotta put that out here. I gotta put that out. That was fire.
That's a good one.
Who's to know? As long as you don't keep doing the same shit. What's up, you fools? What's up, chicken sucker? Great to see you, Tree Slayer. Appreciate you, Pride Stanford. Hope you're having a great day up there in Wisconsin, baby. I need me some Pride Stanford in my life.
Good people, man.
One time a year is not enough for Pride and Kelly O. Stanford.
No,
I
they're
need
great.
more than one time.
I love them. I love me some Pride. I had more than one time that because I was out there. I made sure I had dinner with them later. All that, like I tried to.
We might have to make a surprise trip or something up there for some point in time. Who's to know?
Well, I'm gonna be up in the area. They're
not like we'll be closer.
Wisconsin? Right? Where they?
Wisconsin? Yeah, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
they're way the fuck up
that
there,
area quite a bit here soon.
Who's to know? Who's to know? Shout out all 600 of you. We just broke 600 Swirl One live in prime time on the show. Wow! Shout
appreciate it.
Chicken suckers, we love you. We appreciate the hell out of you. I see you asking when's my birthday, Jared Albright. You're just gonna have to figure it out, bro. You're just gonna have to figure it out.
Do that out there on the timeline.
You know, we just be freaking love the Swirls DJ party. The kids dance around to it. Well, even the kids love it, for crying out loud. It's good for the adults. It's good for the kids. Everybody loves a good DJ Swirl One dance party. I mean, shameless plug, man. You guys got to tap in. What the fuck are you doing? Twitch.com/Swirl One. Pretty easy to spell, pretty easy to find. I don't know. Friday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. It goes, let's go. Because sometimes I got my fucking volume turned up way too loud, and he hits that button, and it goes, let's go. And I go, shit.
Why? I have it at I can't have volume before that. And then when that hits, that's at full volume. So
I love it. I love
half.
it. It wakes me the fudge up. It's the best.
That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be a beginning and an instant. Oh shit, we're off.
You are now tuned in. That's That's prime time right there. That's some good shit. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beans. We appreciate the hell out of you. The Bears suck. I see all your other comments in there, you chicken suckers. I don't even need to hear it. All right. There is your answers from the Anvil, my friends. There are your 3 segments of the day. Gave you the FAFO Theory, fuck around and find out, or be a lame-o, lay around and miss out. Your reaction, Refinery again. Shout out to Killer Mike, John Gordon, Jameis Winston, and the legendary David Meltzer for some great perspective and additional insights. And shout out to all you beautiful humming beans for your insights and perspectives here right on the show. Wouldn't be able to do it without each and every one of you. And hey, if you're tuned in, whether on Rumble, whether on YouTube, whether on X, and you got something burning on your brain, melting on your heart, festering on the soul during the show, we say something, trips a trigger, you say, oh shit, that's what I needed to hear. Or wait a minute, can you expand upon that? Or hey, I've heard you say this before. Let us know. Don't be a hoe. Jump in the live chat of the show. We love seeing you guys in there. We want to know who's tuned in. Do we know you? Do we not know you? Are you brand new humming bean? Like Nick's travel vlogs. He just appeared out of nowhere. Now he's an OG of the morning show. How you doing? Shout out Nick's travel vlogs. We appreciate you, guy. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beans, man. We can't thank you enough. It is an honor. I am so grateful, so privileged, blessed, and highly favored to have an opportunity to do this every single day. And the fact that you guys get a little stirred up and moved and enough to come over here and listen to us blab on for about an hour and a half every single day and give you something that might change a thought, might move a muscle in a more positive direction than where you originally were, maybe at the bare minimum in a neutral direction from where you were going negative down the hill, then we're doing our job. And if it does something for you, don't keep this in. We need this light in this dark world. We need the people to know. And it's not about clout and likes and reposts and subscriptions. Put it on your pedestal. No. We're trying to be the change that we want to see out in this world. And if you feel those vibes, you feel that energy, then share this change with other people. And if you really want to get involved, well, Diamond Ham Fam is always calling. But I'll tell you about that here in a little while. Who's to say, who's to know? Because, my friends, it's about time that we wrap up this fine morning show. And you know how we begin by doing that, and maybe you don't. So one time for the one time, allow me to begin, and by telling thee that we start by saying, DJ Swirl One, you got any final thoughts, closing comments, perspectives, reminders, questions, insights, anything in between for episode 617?
No questions. All I have are suggestions. The first thing I would say is, if you wouldn't mind, make sure you're keeping that water handy all day long. Get plenty of hydration in today. It might be cool somewhere. Okay. Also, all 600 of you amazing human beings, share the show. Get in there, DM, send a text message. Let somebody know that, hey, I was in this great show this morning. The first time I've heard it, but these guys are pretty badass. They do some great stuff. They're kind of funny, kind of quirky. Hey, it's kind of my show. And let them see. They might just enjoy it. Who's to say and who's to know? But tonight, my friends, if you didn't get enough of this banter from us, haha, and all the other things, me, Capp, and DZ will be back tonight at GACC Monday Madness live on the X app as we say hello to everybody in the Grandpas. We talk about all the amazing things that are going on in Web3, and then we just get ready for this whole week of celebration for those in the United States. For everybody out there who is traveling, safe travels to you. Please be safe. Hey, make sure you're not texting and driving. It's not a smart thing to do. Make sure you drive. Keep your eyes on the road. Be here now, right? Be here now. And then when you do get to that family, don't take it for granted. Sit there and actually appreciate it. Do like Capp. Watch some Westerns. Maybe you watch football. Maybe just have a conversation. That's something we need to do more of. Get rid of that phone. Stop putting technology in between people. And my friends, I'll see you tomorrow for episode 618. And I hope you have a great Monday, my friends. We'll see you.
Shout out, Swirl One. Appreciate the hell out of you, my guy. Thanks for all the perspectives, all the insights, all the vibes only you can bring all morning long. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your Monday because you, sir, deserve it. I almost said Friday because we didn't have a Friday show and I forgot it was Monday. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Show.
However, my friends, we're back live in prime time and we ain't got no stopping in us for the foreseeable future. Well, maybe around Christmas. I don't know. We'll see how Thanksgiving goes. Probably still have a morning Thanksgiving show. Why not? Put us on the TV in the middle of your living room while everybody's sitting around waiting for the doggone turkey to be done. So everybody stops fucking fighting around the table and maybe they say,
hey, maybe we do it at 8 though, just because.
Maybe we do it at 10. I don't.
Hey, you might. Hey, 10.
Maybe we do it at noon.
I'm just saying.
Who knows? Well, hey, we'll keep y'all up to date.
It'll help a little bit, I think, for those because I don't think people are getting up at 5 in the morning. They might.
Also, it's Black Wednesday, and sometimes you see some people you haven't saw in a long time, and you say, "Hey, get another round," and then, "Hey, get another round."
That's what I'm saying. Blackout Wednesday makes it
3
tough
in
to
the
get up
morning, and you've just been tequilaing time, and you don't know what time it is anymore. Maybe shit, Forge and Fuel. Oh no, we certainly don't want that for any beautiful humming beans. So hey, we'll keep you up to date. Still got a couple of days till the Turkey Day on Thursday. But again, as a reminder, he didn't say it, so I'll let you know. I was trying to give you the old fingers over here. It is at 9 p.m. EST. That would be the GACCXDHMG Spaces tonight. Hosted from the Grandpa Ape CC account at Grandpa Ape CC on X. I'll be in a co-host spot behind the Diamond Hand Media Group account at the DHM Group on X as well. If you're watching on another platform, you can connect with us there. You can hop up on the doggone stage if you want to and say hello. Howdy do? How you been? What's going on? We love the show. Hey, what's happening with GAC? What should I do? What should I know? Slide on through. Don't be a hoe. Come to the show. Also, I mentioned it a moment ago, but if you'd like to get more involved with what we do, if you'd like to become part of a rock-solid network of high-level, growth-minded individuals that are only concerned about your mental, physical, and financial growth, well, then start your journey with the Diamond Hand Media Group, the Diamond Hand fam today. Hop in the Gateway. It is our platform of nothing but mental, physical, financial growth, truth-seeking, real, raw, open building of humming beans every single day. You can find the link to the Gateway down in this episode's description, or if you're listening, you can also find it in your description as well. And you can also find all the pertinent links, our website, the dhmgroup.io, all of the other platforms that this show's on, our other shows, our merch, all that good stuff. And actually, with Black Friday coming up at the end of the week, maybe we just might have some new merch in that old Mine and Shine apparel store. So keep your eyes peeled and ears open for that one. And outside of that, we'll also have a Decoding the Divide this Wednesday. Didn't have it last Wednesday with traveling and packing and doing all that good stuff. So we will be back on Decoding the Divide live on X and Rumble exclusively this Wednesday and every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Keep your eyes peeled for that show as well. And last but certainly not least, if you haven't already, hit a subscribe, turn on a notification, hit a like button, leave us a comment, hit a heart, hit a repost, let a quote post. Hey, even make your own clip. Maybe repost a clip you say out there. But if you like something you heard on the show and you say, doggone, I want to put that out there. I think people would like that. Well, make your own clip. All we ask is you just tag us. Tag the Diamond Hand Media Group. Tag me. Tag Swirl. Tag D's. And we'll put it out there all over the timeline. That just allows us to see it. So when we see it, we repost it. We're not like some of these hosts that say, tag us, and then we don't repost it. Why would we do that? We want people to see the show too. We want people to see people out there like you that are helping support us and are getting stuff out of this fine program. And maybe it's another program. Maybe it's something in the Gateway. If you're feeling some type of way, just put it on out there. We can't tell you how much we appreciate when you do. Bye.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Don't be rude. Give us a follow. Leave us a rating. Smash whatever button you see on your screen right now. Put it in a doggone rear naked choke and say, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. So you never have to worry about it ever again. Who's to say, who's to know? Outside of that, my friends, that appears to be the show. Episode 617 of this fine morning program, Forge and Fuel, is officially complete. No mas, no mo, but it is recorded for your enjoyment if you do need to come back throughout this Monday. However, it's time to get on up. Get on up now. But before we do, a couple of things I'd appreciate it if you'd allow me to remind you. Number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse. Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow. And number three, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind that DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shut up! Ooh, that was perfect timing, D's. To each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for investing your time here this morning and every single morning you decide to at Forge and Fuel. We are forever grateful, blessed, and highly favored for the fact that you guys decide to stop by. And we'll keep paying it back to you by showing up every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions, giving you that high-quality ROI and be on your side while you pursue yours, baby. But for now, my friends, I ask you would all will also keep in mind that you are kind, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. Appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you diamond handers, super soldiers, 1%ers out there setting the precedent that we want to see not only on YouTube, on X, on Rumble, but in this entire wide world, baby. We'll catch you on the flip side. Spaces tonight. Maybe another show before then, maybe a Discord, maybe a VC, hell, maybe a DM group chat, or even the Gateway, baby. But for now, we bid thee adieu, and we say unto you, peace and love.